I'm Alan Seslowsky. Thanks for tuning into Roster Watch. Today, I'm going to give you 3 players that are undervalued veterans in early best ball drafts. Roster Watch's signature tool, the best ball cheat sheet, is live. Roster Watch Nation's biggest edge in drafts has long been using the cheat sheet as leverage against ADP. Traditional rankings are often individual analysts' view of the market, but do not take into account where the players are actually getting drafted. The most up-to-date version of the best ball cheat sheet is a living, breathing, magical piece of paper that guides you through early best ball drafts. First player we're talking about is Michael Thomas, the wide receiver on the New Orleans Saints. Current ADP is 26 overall, wide receiver 10. Last year at this time, Michael Thomas's ADP was 5th overall. He was the wide receiver 1. Early draft market is obviously choosing to value Michael Thomas's most recent season, 2020, over the previous 4, where Michael Thomas had averaged nearly 120 receptions and 1,400 yards a year. Recency bias is a significant, powerful force, as evident by drafters weighing 2020 so heavily versus the previous 4 seasons. Thomas is in his prime of his career at age 28 and presumably was battling through injuries last year. The assumption of Drew Brees' retirement is also weighing down Thomas's ADP. The Vegas odds are trending towards Jameis Winston making a week 1 start for the Saints, and we already saw the fantasy upside of receivers linked to Winston. Chris Godwin in 2019 was the overall wide receiver 3 in fantasy football. The best ball market is also concerned about if Thomas is linked to Taysom Hill if he makes a week 1 start for the Saints. During the 4-week span in 2020 when Taysom Hill was under center, Michael Thomas still averaged over 17 fantasy points a game, including 2 20 fantasy point games in PPR leagues. If you're drafting in the top few spots in early best ball drafts and decide to go running back with your first 2 picks, you're getting a top 12 overall player in the 3rd round with Michael Thomas, who is severely underpriced. The second player we're going to talk about is Jarvis Landry, the wide receiver on the Cleveland Browns. Current ADP is 103, wide receiver 40. Jarvis Landry should be the cover photo of any undervalued video. Even during his peak in Miami, when he was a locked-in wide receiver 1 in PPR leagues, Jarvis would routinely have a late 3rd round ADP. Though Landry is no longer that 100-catch and 1,100-yard player, he can still conservatively be projected for 75 receptions, 850 yards, and about 4 touchdowns. Jarvis still has weekly upside, as evident by his weeks 12 through 15 production in 2020. During that important stretch leading into the playoffs, Landry finishes the wide receiver 9 overall. His current price of wide receiver 40 signals that Landry is once again an undervalued veteran rock that you should proactively draft in accordance with the RosterWatch Best Ball cheat sheet. The third player we're going to talk about today is Gus Edwards, the running back on the Baltimore Ravens. ADP 139, running back 44. Gus Edwards is a restricted free agent this year, and he will almost certainly be back with the Ravens in 2021, as evident by the quote from team GM Eric DeCosta, who said, "Gus is going to be on the team." The Ravens released Mark Ingram and are likely to focus on other positions in free agency in the NFL draft. Edwards has been mostly a mid to low RB3 for fantasy, but there's upside heading into 2021. There is little doubt that J.K. Dobbins is going to be the running back with the most upside. Add to that, Lamar Jackson is still a run-first quarterback. Drafters of Edwards are not looking for a league-winning pick. He's a safe, high-floor pick with weekly upside and TD equity. Edwards should flirt with around 200 carries and 8 touchdowns this season. That kind of production, given the position scarcity of running back, is usually impossible to find in the 11th round of best ball drafts. Edwards is a player worth jumping ADP to draft if you took a premium tight end or quarterback in the first half of your draft. Gus Edwards is an undervalued veteran in early best ball drafts. Okay, RosterWatch Nation, that's it for today. Remember to like and subscribe to get notifications when we go live, and leave us a comment in the video. We will comment back. Until next time, goodbye.